show you how to make the Portuguese knotted stem stitch. And this is the stitch right here. Now I'm left-handed, so first I'm going to show you lefties how to do it. And if you stick around to the end, I will show you right-handed stitchers how to make this fun stitch. Before we get started, I'm going to be using a chenille number 18 size needle, and I'm also using this Eleganza pearl cotton. It's a size 5 so that you can see the stitches. Let's talk about the direction that you're going to be stitching this Portuguese knotted stem stitch. It can be worked from left to right, right to left, so horizontal, or you can stitch it vertically. I like to stitch it vertically from top to bottom, but there's a couple things to keep in mind. If you are left-handed and say you want to stitch it horizontal, you want to make sure that when you're stitching this, you keep your working thread above your needle. So here I've drawn a line. You're going to keep your working thread above your needle. Now, if you're right-handed and you're going to be stitching it horizontal, you're going to keep your working thread below your needle, and you'll be stitching from left to right. Bring your thread to the front of your work. Here is the line that we're going to be working on. Now, the first stitch that I'm going to take is not going to be in the middle like this, between this part of the needle and your thread, but what we're going to do is we're going to get just a little bit closer to where the emerging thread is, and we're going to pull it through, and I've got my working thread to the left, just like that. Then we're going to take the back of your needle and you're going to go through just here. You're going to feed it through, and I'm just going to tighten that up a little bit. And then I'm going to do it again. And that's the first knot. Now, what you'll do is you'll continue on by taking a bite. So I'm going to go a little bit farther down. I'm going to come out right next to that other thread, if you can see it. And I'm going to pull my needle through. And you see how my working thread is still on the left-hand side. Now you're going to take the back of your needle and you are going to go through both of these stitches, okay, right here and right here. I want you to be able to see that. It's actually a fun stitch, and when you get going, it works up pretty quick. So I've done it once. I'm going to go through twice, and I've made another stitch. So let's do this again. Keeping my working thread to the left. Take a bite here. Pull the thread through. And you can see here the two colors. The variegated is really helpful. So you've got this lighter green and this darker. Take the back of your needle and you're going to go through both of those. And you'll do it again, and you've made the stitch. And now, keeping your working thread to the left, you're going to do it again. And that's how you work the stitch. Now, what happens when you run out of thread? So right here, I've run out of thread and I need to add a new length. Well, let me show you how to do that, and I'll also show you how to finish when you've come to the end. So I need to add a new length of thread because I've come to the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down as if I'm going to take a bite and do the next stitch, but I'm going to go ahead and go down to the back of my work. And I'll just show you, I'm going to weave in my ends. I weave in my ends almost exclusively, just like that. Okay, and now I'm ready to start the next one. So let me thread some more of this lettuce wrap and I will come right back. I'm ready to add the new length of thread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up from the back of my work, and what I want to do is I want to just push this thread right here aside so you can see it. And I'm going to come up right here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to come up. And it's basically finishing the last bite that I took. Then I'm going to go ahead and wrap around those two threads. And then I'm going to continue on making the stitch. When you're ready to end the stitch, all you need to do is just take a little bit smaller bite at the end, and you're going to wrap it once. And on the second wrap, you're just going to take your needle to the back of your work. And then you've finished. This part of the video is for right-handed stitchers, and because I'm left-handed and I'm going to show you right-handed, I'm going to stitch from left to right. And I've come up here to the front of my work. I'm going to take a small stitch closer to the emerging thread. And you can see that I've got my working thread below the needle. And I'm going to pull it through. Now you're going to take the back of your needle and you're going to come up and work the first wrap and then the second wrap. And now you're ready to make the next stitch. So then you're going to take a bite, just like that, coming out. Pull that tighter there. And then you're going to use the back of your needle. You're going to go under both of those threads and take the first wrap and then the second wrap. And then you're ready to take the next stitch. Forgot to put that under the needle. And then you're going to go under both of those stitches. Okay. So awkward when you're left-handed and you're trying to do it right-handed. So let's take another stitch. Got my working thread below. Take the back of your needle, do the two wraps, and then you're ready for the next stitch. You're ready to wrap it once and twice. So that's how you do it right-handed.